underneath the willow tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a pretty little house. On a blowy day, a gust of wind picked up her house and threw it high in the air. Oh no! She looks very worried about her babies growing in their little eggs. The nest flew and flew and flew in the air until it landed with a plunk. Look at that. The eggs cracked open and 4 little ducklings were born. "Hello," they said. "Are you our mummy?" "Certainly not," said the tortoise. "Little bit grumpy, I think." So the ducklings set off to find their mummy. First they met someone soft and fluffy. "Are you our mummy?" they said. "Dear me, no," growled the dog. "Rrr." The ducklings left in a hurry. Whoops! Sliding off the tail. The 4 little ducklings were just having a rest when somebody walked by with lots of little babies just like them. "She must be our mummy," they cried. "Oh, let's go and see." 1, 2, 3, 4. "I'm sorry," said the hen, "but I'm not your mummy." Oh, oh dear. Next the ducklings came to a pond. Someone was splashing around in the water. "Are you our mummy?" they called. Who are they talking to? "You must be joking," said the fish, and she swam away. She's definitely not the mummy. Did you see the bubbles she's blowing as she breathes? And there's some snails underwater. The ducklings decided to have a swim too. Plop, 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 plop. They all hopped into the water. Oh, this one's doing a little duck dive. They were happily splashing about when one of them swam smack into the white, fluffy back. "Quack, quack, 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 quack." "What's that?" a voice said. Look. A lovely duck turned around, looking at them with a great big smile. "Mummy," they said, and they snuggled and cuddled. What a happy day. Mrs. Duck took her ducklings home. Their little house was back in its place underneath the willow tree. This time it was tied fast with a big, strong rope. The end. All back together again. A dinosaur story is next. We have treats for a T-Rex. Hope he's a good guy. Beautiful island with a whale and a volcano. A boy called George had a staggering thought that a T-Rex could still be alive. So he built a hang glider and packed up his bag with the tools he would need to survive. A hang glider is something you can fly on. George looked at his map and called, "Trixie, let's go. We'll need all of your tricks when we're there." Then his dog did a backflip and jumped in the bag, and the friends glided off in the air. Did you see the clouds? Look at the patterns. They're all different dinosaurs. They soared over cities and far out to sea, till a strange island came into view. An enormous volcano rose out of the mist, and down to the summit George flew. The summit means the top of the mountain. When they came into land, Trixie spotted a ball, and she leapt out of George's backpack. But what she unearthed was a very large egg that suddenly started to crack. "It's a dinosaur egg," shouted George, "and it's huge." Trixie barked as it rolled all about. Could it be that a T-Rex was going to hatch? Let's see. No, a pterosaur baby popped out. The pterosaur's mother swooped down with a squawk. George knew he had only one chance. "Quick, Trixie," he shouted. "Let's teach them a trick." And the pterosaurs learned how to dance. But as George rewarded them all with a treat, from above came a strange munching sound. "Trixie, look out!" shouted George in alarm. Another dinosaur. As a huge foot crashed on the ground, a massive diplodocus, George gasped in awe. Then he gulped as it lifted its leg. Quick as a flash, George called out to his dog, who taught it to sit up and beg. "These dinosaur tricks are amazing," cheered George, and Diplodocus grinned as it sat. But just as the thrill of success made George smile, a tail hit the mud with a splat. A grumpy Triceratops glared down at George, then widened its jaws at full stretch. Uh-oh. George picked up some sticks and he looked at his dogs. "Come on, Trixie," he said. "Let's play fetch." Triceratops playfully joined in the game, but fed up, George slumped to the ground. He came on this mission to find a T-Rex. And then he heard a loud stampeding sound. Look at all the dinosaurs running. And into the clearing there burst a great herd of terrified small dinosaurs. "Something scary is coming," George called to his dog. Then he heard the most terrible roar. "A T-Rex at last," shouted George with a whoop. Then it opened its jaws for a snack. "It thinks we're for dinner," George stammered in fear. Just then Trixie rolled on her back. "Really?" George asked, as he tickled her tum. How he hoped that her plan wouldn't fail. The T-Rex just snorted and tilted its head before rolling and wagging its tail. "Clever Trixie," cried George as he threw her a treat. Then he lifted his hand and said, "Sit." The T-Rex obeyed, and George had an idea. "I know what to do. Let's train it." So George and his dog taught the T-Rex to stay. They trained it to jump over sticks, and with yummy treats, all the dinosaurs learned how to do perfect prize-winning tricks. And off George and Trixie went back in their hang glider home again. Bye, dinosaurs. See you next time. Our last story is Monkey Puzzle. Some of you know this one very well, and it's definitely a Debaren favourite. Look at the jungle. So many creatures. Monkey Puzzle. A little monkey's all alone. "I've lost my mum," he says. Goodness, so many creatures around him. There's a snake, chameleon. Is that a little bush baby or a squirrel? Bugs, centipede, ants. "Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you find her," said Butterfly. "Let's have a think. How big is she?" "She's big," said the monkey. "She's bigger than me." "Bigger than you, then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey, come, come, come." No, that's an elephant. My mum isn't a great grey hunk. She hasn't got tusks or a curly trunk. She doesn't have thick, great baggy knees, and anyway, her tail coils around trees. She coils around trees, then she's very near. Quick little monkey, she's over here. No, that's a snake. Mum doesn't look a bit like this. She doesn't slither about and hiss. She doesn't curl around a nest of eggs. And anyway, my mum's got more legs. It's legs we're looking for now, you say? I know where she is, then come this way. No, that's a spider. Mum isn't black and hairy and fat. She's not got so many legs as that. She'd rather eat fruit than swallow a fly, and she lives in the treetops way up high. She lives in the trees. You should have said, your mummy's hiding above your head. No. That's a parrot. Mum's got a nose, not a beak. She doesn't squawk and squabble and shriek. She doesn't have claws or feathery wings. And anyway, my mum leaps and springs. Aha, I've got it. She leaps about. She's just around the corner without a doubt. No, that is a frog. Butterfly, please don't joke. Mum's not green and she doesn't croak. She's not all slimy. Oh dear, what a muddle. She's brown and furry and she's nice to cuddle. Brown fur, why didn't you tell me so? We'll find her in no time, off we go. No, that's a bat. Why do you keep on getting it wrong? Mum doesn't sleep the whole day long. I told you she's got no wings at all, and anyway, she's not nearly so small. Your mum's not little. Now let me think. She's down by the river having a drink. No. That's the elephant again. Butterfly. Can't you see? None of these creatures look like me. You never told me she looked like you. Of course I didn't. I thought you knew. I didn't know. I couldn't, you see. None of my babies look like me. So she looks like you. Well, if that's the case, we'll soon discover her hiding place. No, that's my dad. Come, little monkey, come. It's time I took you home to Mum. Oh, what a lovely cuddle. Not a lost monkey anymore. Found his mummy and his daddy. Thank you, Butterfly. That was a kind friend. See you next time. Have a lovely day.